Welcome! The purpose of this video is to explain what Diigo is and how you'll be using it for this class. You can start by going to www.diigo.com. Diigo is spelled D-I-I-G-O. Diigo is a free Web 2.0 tool that you will download for this class. The beauty of Diigo is it allows you to keep track of what you read online. Diigo gives you tools to highlight and comment on what you're reading. Research shows that interacting with what you read increases retention and comprehension of the material, which will help you be more successful in college. As you've read in the syllabus, you'll be required to annotate articles for 3 hours a week, roughly 30 minutes a day. To keep track of your annotations, Diigo will be the program you will use. Next will be a tutorial on how to use Diigo once you've downloaded it.
Diigo is a cloud-based personal information management system. Diigo provides you with tools on all major web browsers, Android, iPad, and iPhone to help you to collect and access a variety of information. All the items you collect from anywhere go into My Library on the Diigo server. That is in the cloud, so you can access from anywhere. First of all, Diigo offers great tools while reading online. Diigo allows you to add digital highlights and interactive sticky notes, as seen in this demo. With Diigo Browser add-on installed, select any text to highlight. You can even choose different highlighter colors. Because all the information you collect is stored in the cloud, all these highlights will stay on the page when you revisit, even from any computer or device like an iPad. Here is the same highlighted page accessed from your iPad. Now you can continue on iPad where you left off on your PC and continue adding annotations. Through Diigo Web Highlighter for iPad, you can highlight on your Safari just like on iBooks. For those who consume a lot of online information, Diigo's highlights and sticky notes are indeed great for active e-reading and better retention. When you bookmark a page to Diigo, you can organize by tags, which makes things easy to find. Mark to read later. Choose to upload and archive an entire web page forever through Snapshot, so you will never have to worry about things you found no longer being there. The page is saved as HTML as well as an image. Besides saving useful web pages, the new Capture feature allows you to capture, annotate a screenshot with shapes, arrow, and text. This is very useful when you want to save a screenshot for yourself or share visual notes with others easily. Of course, all this data is stored in the cloud in My Library. When you are on the go, you can access your Diigo library through any mobile platform that Diigo supports. With Diigo PowerNote for Android, you can browse through your library or pages marked Read Later while standing in line. Jot down your ideas. Take pictures of things you like to keep or research later. With Diigo PowerNote for Android, you literally have a photographic memory. Similarly, you can access your bookmarks through Diigo Offline Reader for iPhone. Download pages to read offline when there is no internet access. More new Diigo iPhone apps will be coming soon, so stay tuned. Diigo Evolution. Diigo has evolved over the past few years from a simple online bookmarking tool to incorporating web annotation, to enabling knowledge sharing and group-based collaborative research, and finally moving closer to our ultimate vision to provide our users with the best cloud-based information management tool for collecting, organizing, and accessing any information anywhere. To learn more about Diigo, please check out our other video tutorials.
Downloading Diigo is simple. Click on the button that says Join Diigo. Then it will walk you through the steps. Of course, you'll create a username. You'll provide your first and last names and your email address, and you'll choose a password. Once you've created this account, Diigo will walk you through how to download the toolbar. Once your toolbar is downloaded, when you open your web browser, it will look like this. You will have your Diigo toolbar with the bookmark, highlight, and capture features. You can also add the comment feature if you prefer this over the sticky notes, which I'll go through in just a few minutes. Once you have an account, I ask that you email me your username and your corresponding email address. Then I will add you to our class group. Once you are part of our class group, I'll be able to access your annotations and give you credit for your work. Many people find Diigo is very useful for everyday reading, and they want to use it all the time, which is great. I ask that you use this account solely for this class, so I'm able to clearly see the articles you intend me to score. The next segment of this video will be a walkthrough of what I expect in your annotations. As was mentioned earlier and in the syllabus, you will be reading and annotating articles for approximately 3 hours a week. The articles can be on any topic you choose. As I annotate this article from National Geographic, please notice how often I stop to think about what I'm reading and how I record my thoughts. Also, it is important to note that I wrote down which reading comprehension strategy I used. This helps both you and me to see which strategies are most helpful as you read. Alright, the article I chose is from National Geographic. The title is Sugar Love, A Not-So-Sweet Story by Rich Cohen, photographed by Robert Clark. Bottom of the drink. They had to go. Well, immediately I'm wondering who had to go. So although it's simple, I'm going to highlight this first with my mouse and then the button highlight. And then if I hover over this highlight, a little pencil icon pops up. And then I can click Add Sticky Note. I am wondering who had to go, or what had to go. The strategy I just used is simply called questioning. I'm questioning what I am reading. It's an interactive strategy that aids comprehension. I put the strategy questioning in parentheses for both myself and for the instructor's benefit. Then I can hit X. As you can see, this stays highlighted, and later when you log into Diigo and go to your library, you'll be able to see both what you highlighted and what you typed. Anyway, continuing on. They had to go. The Coke machine, the snack machine, the deep fryer. Hoisted and dragged through the halls and out to the curb, they sat with other trash beneath gray, forlorn skies behind Kirkpatrick Elementary School, one of a handful of primary schools in Clarksdale, Mississippi. That was 7 years ago, when administrators first recognized the magnitude of the problem. And the most obvious question here is, what is the problem? What is the problem? I predict, based on the title, A Not-So-Sweet Story, I predict the problem is with obesity, since it's in a school setting, and this is a not-so-sweet story. So, which strategies did I just use? First I questioned, and then I made a prediction. So I put those in parentheses for both my benefit and the instructors. And then I can hit X. Clarksdale, a storied Delta town that gave us the golden age of the Delta blues, its cotton fields and flatlands rolling to the river, its Victorian mansions still beautiful, is at the center of a colossal American health crisis. I'm stopping again because if I really am honest with myself, the golden age of the Delta blues has very little meaning to me. And as a reader, it's important to be aware of what you know and what you don't know. So if I'm being honest with myself, I am a little fuzzy on the meaning of the delta blues. Being aware of what you're thinking is called metacognition. I was just metacognitive because I was thinking about my own thinking process. Now, as a reader, if the delta blues comes up again, I'll take the time to Google and find the meaning of delta blues. Otherwise, if it doesn't come up again, it's something I'll just let go for sake of time. High rates of obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, the legacy, some experts say, of sugar, a crop that brought the ancestors of most Clarksdale residents to this hemisphere in chains. We knew we had to do something, Kirkpatrick Principal Suzanne Wilton told me. I'm going to stop there. My intention with this video was simply to show you how to annotate. So far, you saw the highlight feature and the sticky note feature. I will take the time to show you one other feature, and that is the comment feature. It's very similar to the sticky note feature, but it just displays it differently. So I'll continue and read until I find a natural spot to stop and make a comment. Walton, Clarksdale born and bred, was leading me through the school, discussing ways the faculty is trying to help students. Baked instead of fried, fruit instead of candy, most of whom have 2 meals a day in the lunchroom. She was wearing scrubs, standard Monday dress for teachers, to reinforce the school's commitment to health and wellness. Already I'm wondering, what was the community's reaction? And I'm going to highlight this, and then instead of hovering here and clicking the sticky note, I'm going to go up here and click comment. When I use the comment feature, I type just as I did with my sticky note. I wonder what the community's reaction to this approach was. Are people supportive? Do they feel like their rights are being infringed upon? And again, this is a question. I could take it one step further and talk about the pushback Bloomberg got in New York when he proposed not allowing the supersized soda drinks. And if I did that, that would then be a text-to-world connection. I'm connecting what I'm reading with something that happened out in the world. And so I could type that up. Will there be similar pushback as Bloomberg got in New York City with the large size soda ban? Which this is also a question, but it is also a connection. When I'm done writing my comment, I can say OK. The difference between the sticky note feature and the comment feature is as I make comments, they will all appear on the left side of the page, and I can scroll through my comments. The sticky note feature, if you hover over, you can reread your sticky notes. So either form of annotation is just fine with me. Diigo is just the perfect tool for us to use in this class. Not only does it let you show what you're thinking as you read, but it lets me see into your mind to see what is going through your head as you're reading and to help guide you in the comprehension process. A common question I get asked in this class is, how many articles do I need to read each week? And the answer is simply, it's the time, not the length of articles. You may read 15 very short articles or just a few very long articles. That's up to you. And Diigo will let me see the amount of work you put into it, and if there's a problem, that's something that can be discussed further. Thanks for learning about Diigo, and good luck.